Hi Aries, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. I want to start off with apologizing for not giving you a message last week. I promised a message and extended versions as a startup from last week, and then I didn't even do the normal messages. I just had too much on my plate. There was too much going on in my private life. This week has also been a bit crazy, but I'm getting my stuff together and myself a bit more organized, and hopefully I will go into the extended next week, but I won't promise anything. I learned that now. I'm not doing a typical tarot reading. It's not a typical tarot card deck. It's just other beautiful cards to inspire my intuition and my inspiration, and to get it like going and get it juicy and funny and fun for me. And it's also you guys that will draw the message out for me. And Aries, which is Väduren in Swedish. I am Swedish, and therefore I also will go a bit back and forth between the Swedish and English words if I feel like you need some clarification. And let's see what's up with you guys. Aries fairies. Yeah, it's just been a crazy week. Aries. Ooh. Okay, several things coming at once. So I just want to say, it feels like the areas that I'm connecting with, you're in a very creative, on a creative path, in a creative moment or mode. It just feels like you want to get going with something, for instance, you have a dream, or you have a plan, or you even have something that you started doing and it sort of got a bit of a hold up. Like with what I'm feeling with this channel, like I started doing it, and it flowed, and it was great for 4 weeks, and then stuff started to happen, and I sort of couldn't do it, and it was like a frustration that I built up, that I just couldn't continue to do it for a while, instead of just trusting the timing of it, trusting that it is all good. You're still doing it, and out of several years of doing it, that one single week is going to just feel funny to you, like in the long run, whatever. It just feels like the frustration you're building up around a certain thing that you want to get it going. It is a very creative card, so that's why I say it's around some you want to get started on something, a project, or get some creativity going in your life. And I think that that's what you need in order to start to feel good, or start to feel like you have like a purpose to get up in the morning. The more you have, like, it's almost like I did things, and then, well, it just went empty. It just went blank. Like, what do I do now? Like, maybe something ended, you did this for a while, and like now the class was over, or you attended a class, or you even held, like you were the leader for that class, or the teacher, and now that class is over, and it's like it feels a bit empty. Or somebody that has worked their entire life, and now you're going into retirement, like pensionera dig, and now you wonder, like, what should I do now? And you don't have to be like 65 or 75 or how old you are to retire. So it's like, don't think that it's not for you just because I talk about retirement, but it's like you've done something that ended, and it feels a bit empty. Now you want to get things moving again. You want to have something to do that feels meaningful or purposeful when you wake up in the morning. Or it's about a creative thing that you've been wanting to do for quite some time now, and it's like, get on with it already. Why can't it start? Or if you started something, it seems like it always is something there to, like, no, not this thing either. Thought I was going to do this thing, but not this thing either. And it starts to frustrate you, which only means there's something is going on. Something is about to show itself. Something is about to manifest. Something that you've been wanting for quite some time is going to show its face to you. And I just know that the frustration you feel right before something is just an indication that something is up. And so the trick is not to be lost in the frustration, to get hung up in the frustration and keep talking about how frustrated you are about this thing not working out, or this thing never getting moving, or whatever. Because then the frustration will keep it out instead of just being the motivator that it's supposed to be. Like, for instance, I look at my son, who's a little over a year old now, and when he just started to learn to walk, or just recently he has this thing where he wants to put like a lid on top of a little, like the juice box or whatever, and he's like brilliant at that. But then he doesn't figure out, like, he doesn't understand how to like unscrew the thing, and it just he gets so frustrated. And you just see that little fingers and how he's trying, and he doesn't give up. He just keeps going. And for everything that he's done like that, he's frustrated for a few days, tops a few days. And then the thing that he's been working on works. So if you're past a few days, I'll give you max a week. If you passed a week with frustration with something that you want to happen, or something that you want to see manifest in your life, you are hung up on the frustration more than on the thing that you want. And so now you need to let the frustration go. Like, know that it's there. No, isn't that good to know? Like, frustration only appears when something is this close to manifesting in your life. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever you've been trying to get into place and you're starting to feel frustrated around it, it is this close to manifesting. But so many people get hung up on the frustration, and they keep talking about how it hasn't come yet, how it doesn't work, how the people that they thought they were going to do this thing with, it didn't, blah, 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 blah. Get out of that story and get into the story of why it got solved. Why do you want to do this? Not how, not when, not where, not with whom. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want it to manifest? What do you want to feel like when it's here? What do you want to feel like now? Let's see what more we can get from this situation. There's a pride in this too. There's like a peacock. Did I show you this card? It's such a beautiful card. It usually comes up for me like with the artistic, like movies, music, art, very, very creative card. Little Oscar is standing there as well, like for the Oscars, for you peeps who are interested in that. Then the peacock is there as well, and the peacock is always very proud, feeling very proud of their accomplishments, and sometimes that pride can get in your way. Like, no, I'm not backing down. I did this. They go somewhere else. Like, I want to look into that a bit. If there's something that you need to loosen up a bit, could it be that I'm wrong in this? Could it be that it's more information about this before it manifests? Could it be that if I'm not so stubborn or proud in this situation, that it will show up faster? Just look into that if that makes sense to you. What else? Yeah, so it's basically the same card. It just says, like, rise above the frustration. Rise above. It's mainly about being patient. The card says resilience, which means resilience. Like it means I'm not gonna find the Swedish word. I'm gonna try to explain around it as much as I can. Which is like, if you're resilient, it means that you keep going. whatever thing that gets thrown in your way, like this thing now too. Well, I better back down. No, that's the opposite of resilience. If you're being resilient, it just means that you keep going. You keep doing the thing even though it looks a bit tough or it looks a bit hard. Nothing is going to stop you. You have your mind set on whatever it is that you want, and not one little person's idea or shouldn't you go do this instead? Like, no, don't listen to your well-meaning friends. Don't listen to whatever's going on out there. It is just your vibration that is in frustration that keeps attracting these things to sort of hinder it a bit to come now. So be resilient, like keep going. And this also shows, it's a bit funny because it is the movie theme, and I don't really know what place that has in your, if it is that you're, have you seen something in the movies? Are you working on something in the movies? Is there a script? Is there a playwright? Is there a manuscript that you're writing right now for your life? Whatever. Something in that direction. Because this card, when this shows up, it's also the Cinderella, how she drops her glass shoe, and the oh yeah, okay, so there's a stress to it. Okay, so whatever resonates with you, I'm sorry, that was just my son outside. Whatever resonates with you about the movie, about what I just said, take that to heart. But I feel now here with the Cinderella situation that she is like in a hurry. She can't show herself after midnight because then all this beautiful things that she has on turns into these different like pumpkin and whatever. And I feel now that the frustration that is building up is also due to that you feel like there's a deadline. There's easy for you to sit there and say, let go of the frustration because this needs to be fixed on Wednesday. Like this, it's like you're working against like a schedule. It's like on Thursday, we need an answer. On Thursday, this ship needs to sail. Like something is up where you feel a bit stressed that you're like trying to hold it together. You're trying to find that peaceful place and you're trying to see it's all gonna work out, but then the little voice creeps in saying, well, better hurry because it's Thursday too soon. And I'm letting you know, the faster you can let it go. And it's not like you're letting go the wish here, you're just letting go the hindrance, the resistance. The wish can never die. Like the vibration of the wish never dies. So it's just that instead of hindering with the frustration, if you let the frustration go, and also let the wish go for a bit, it just means that it can come in. So whatever you can focus on, and I feel, because I get the deer here, and the deer to me is always talking about love. If you can find it in your heart to send love to the situation, send love to the people that are involved in this somehow, and if that is only you, send love to yourself. What is it that you need love? Do you need to love yourself a bit more around this situation? You've done the best you can. Your best is good enough. There's so much color and there's so much awesomeness that is about to bloom. Like, there's so much creativity even in this card. Doesn't really want to focus. There, maybe. And there's a ginormous moon. Do you see that she's running on the moon? So is there a moon, like a solar eclipse or full moon or whatever is coming up? Look into that a bit and see, because I just feel like around the moon and also Mars, something about Mars, the planet Mars. Look into it, what that means. It feels like it's fulfilled around the moon or the full moon. Yeah. Let the frustration go, let the wish go, and it's going to be here. Be patient. Don't know that you don't want to be. Send love to the situation, send love to yourself or the people involved, and it will sort itself out. Like a 1-year-old, in 2 days, you will be able to unscrew the thingy. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave you with that, and I hope I do the extended next week. Last week, what? Maybe in the future that's what we can do. If you liked it, please subscribe. If you want to share it with your friends. Bye, Aries.